I had a little bit of a Muffin-related incident recently, and you're not getting a better transition than that. Last summer, I got called in for jury duty for the first time, and I know it's not supposed to be fun, but it's worse than I thought it would be. You have to get there at 8 in the morning, and none of your friends are there, and you don't know when you're going to get to eat. They don't tell you when you're going to get to leave. They give you the paperwork where they ask you to write down your hobbies, and you're like, oh, here we go again. Snowboards, big condoms. I'm just jerking my cock on a mountain. How about you? I was a mess that morning. I got there at like 7:59, and there was a coffee cart outside the courthouse. I grabbed a big muffin, I just shoved it in my face, and I went in. And they grabbed about a dozen of us, they put us in the jury box, and they're like, this is a medical malpractice case. We're gonna make sure everyone here can be fair and unbiased. And then everybody comes up with their little story. And so they went to the first lady in the jury box, and they were like, ma'am, can you be fair and unbiased in a medical malpractice case? And she went right for the hysterics. She was like, my husband was murdered by veterinarians. I can never forgive them. And they were like, oh, ma'am, we are so sorry. You are dismissed. And I was like, oh, come on. That's what I was going to do. They went to the next guy in the box. It was an old man, and they were like, sir, can you be fair and unbiased in a medical malpractice case? And he said, oh, actually, I can't because I myself am a doctor. And I was like, oh, bullshit, dude. I saw your Quiznos badge in the hallway. Why don't you doctor me up a roast beef, you lying sack of shit? Send him out. And then it was my turn to go, and I was ready. I had been thinking of my little story, and I was ready. And they were like, ma'am, can you be fair and unbiased in a medical malpractice case? And I said no. And they said, you are dismissed. And I was like, you don't want to hear it? I thought we were all doing stories. I was like, okay, I'm not asking any questions. And I just walked out, and it's this electric feeling when you get your day back. So I went out to the courthouse steps. I was going to take a picture to send to my boyfriend. I was going to be like, I'm free. And I saw in my reflection that I had chocolate all over my face. And that's why there were no follow-up questions. Because they don't want you on the jury if you look visibly insane. Well, how's she gonna handle a medical malpractice case if she can't handle a muffin? Get out of here, lady.